I have these really cool annualized engagements with some companies where I'm basically my team is the trainer of record on AI, and we come in with a chief learning officer or whoever it is, and then we'll drive integration starting with 101 and then 201 and 301 basically as you get more advanced concepts into place, and even having the capability to develop technical skill sets. But it's really an advisor to their AI council or even just to the ELT or the senior leadership of how do we put together an AI council? Okay, you need to get these cross-functional people into a room. Now what do we do? Well, you need to start with some sort of policy and some sort of guardrails. Because as much as I love being the guy who brings all the fun to the table with all the cool stuff that AI can do, I'm also the fun police because I've seen so many things go sideways. Hence a lot of our emphasis on risk these days. So educating both the AI council and the population of an organization at large of where the risks are is a good place to start, and establishing a manifesto from the top. So if in a perfect world, I want to look at the CEO and say, hey, CEO, you need to write this memo, and I'll help you write it. This memo says, this is our vision for this company. This is what this means to be an AI forward company in our particular industry. And it's usually some mix of caution and courage in order to apply the technologies in the right place. So now you have leadership alignment, you have functional leadership in terms of the AI council, you have basic, at least risk knowledge in the population, and then you need to do enablement. So a lot of, talking my own book a little bit here, of course, but we like to bolster people within the organization with foundational skills. And at this point, those foundational skills are still very, very, very basic. Most people are using LLMs in some way, shape, or form, and the vast majority are using them in really poor fashion. So like they just don't really understand how they can use the tools. And if you don't train people on the opportunities and the limitations in the technology, when leadership has some great idea that they try and pound into the rest of the organization, it falls on its face because the people who are inheriting that project have no idea what the heck leadership is talking about. So you have to have continuity of leadership messaging from the top, and then continuity of common understanding of how the technology works. And then so many of the applications are right on the human layer, that these are not like giant enterprise changing things. It's like teaching people to get some of the stuff that they don't like to do off their plate and creating some efficiency deeper into the organization. And then from my own business, I get to ride this wave. So right now it's at the 101, right? And then I have these really cool annualized engagements with some companies where I'm basically my team is the trainer of record on AI, and we come in with a chief learning officer or whoever it is, and then we'll drive integration starting with 101 and then 201 and 301 basically as you get more advanced concepts into place, and even having the capability to develop technical skill sets there. And there's years and years and years of work that needs to be done just there, and we're not even talking about the application side. We're really talking about the training and
education.
And I love the education part. This is something that has sort of surprised me about myself. I'm not an educator by background. I'm a confident public speaker, and I like getting out there and doing things like this, but it really surprised me how much I just enjoy teaching this. So, all else being equal, the more that I can extend my runway to educate as many people as I humanly can, the happier I'm going to be.